Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Let me tell you something. We about to go stupid. 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 This shit we be on stupid. This shit I'm blowing on stupid fruity. If it ain't D, y'all she right Gucci stupid. I'm Louis stupid. All about my check and I go stupid.
Lord, they blood out like he Putin. Nigga throw a dot like he Putin. Ain't a coot, nigga can't scoop me. I hear the hate loud, call it rootin'. Throw a dodo bird, a real extra bitch. Speeding around in a dumb wheel. Push start, banana split. Dior bag, hold an extra clip. Cuff a rap nigga, extra drip, then stack with him. Extra flips, Florida water, real loony bitch. Purse Gucci, no Dooney bitch. Pussy talk, no rumor-ish. On a whole head like a tumor sick. Shots fired, I don't miss. I'm the definition of a real bitch.
We on stupid. This shit I'm blowing on stupid fruity. If it ain't D, y'all she right Gucci stupid. I'm Louis stupid. All about my check and I go stupid. I'm in a two-seat on my cup till no hangovers on me. We gon' try buy your new phone wheel. We in the Range Rover, no heat. Take out man, can't wait next year. Roll that out, I'ma cover my ear. I'm too high, so don't come near. If it ain't on me right here. Got an ounce pride, got pills on my drive like we're broke way too long, main reason all love be spinning. Took it out last year, now I'm back up. Fucked on your man, now she stuck. I don't do favors and don't trust luck. I'm pulling up if it's by the bug. This shit we be on stupid. This shit I'm blowing on stupid fruity. If it ain't D, y'all she right Gucci stupid. I'm Louis stupid. All about my check and I go stupid.
What up, class? How we doing tonight, guys? How we doing tonight, y'all? I'm glad everybody excited. That was some motivation right there on that intro right there. That was some real good motivation right there. Glad to see everybody in class early. We ain't got no tardies going out. Salute to my guy, XL Pro, Steve T, Jessica, you know what I mean? Supreme 10, Jimmy Doris, you know what I mean? Dakai, salute to you for that super chat last night. You know what I mean? And salute to you, XL Pro, for that super chat last night, guys. Salute to you guys. I see we got Billy Bishop. You know what I mean? OKL, what's up, my guy?
What's going on? We in the motherfucking building. It's going to be a good one. I like the topic, Mr. Goodbread. I like the topic.
Yes, we're talking about how teen pregnancy governs poverty in Black America. The generational curse, that is, the teen pregnancy. Yes. That's all of the generational curse. So, guys, if you sensitive, if you emotional, if you a liar, if you love crab legs, you need to go. You need to go. All right.
Go eat that over there, man.
One of those nights for you. We got night school. It's Wednesday night. It's me and OKL. You know how it go. You know how we do, yo. You know how we do. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the chat.
Being in the building.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's hop right into this teen pregnancy thing and let's see what the words say. Because we can have jokes and we could roast all night. And at the end of the day, ain't shit funny about no generational curse. And ain't shit funny about a dummy raising a little kid. You know what I mean? And there ain't nothing funny. Ain't no jokes on that. And that's a major problem in today's society, in our community, yo. Dead ass. No cap.
That's a fact. And one of the biggest problems we got right now.
You know how we do over here. We don't play no games because that's what America needs. America need truth, and it's truth in them instructions, yo. All the truth you need is in them instructions. Ain't no debating. Ain't no well, I feel, well, they told me I was raised like this. You was raised wrong, motherfucker. You was raised all wrong. That's who taught you how to be a dummy. That's who taught them how to be a dummy. Okay.
We know that.
Raised.
We
how
know
they was
that.
raised taught them how to be a dummy.
Look, man. I mean, 73% of women out here, and we know the stats. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all hear Mr. OKL and Mr. Goodbread say this all the time. 73% of children are born under mothers in the Black community. And we see the Pookies, we see the Shaniquas, we see what's going on out here. Fathers are not doing this. Single mothers, especially immature young single mothers that are not led or not raised, probably ain't have no father in the house. They're raising these kids up. That's a big issue, but I don't want to spill the beans too much. We're going to get into that.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get into that. And before we get into the business, yo, I just wanna salute the chat one more time, yo. Y'all mofos be making me hot, so y'all be making it hot. So you know them little envious, jealous mofos. They don't like when they see all them bread loaves in they chat now, and it ain't my show. I mean, they don't like that shit now. You know what I mean?
You know, we gonna put them breads up,
niggas that ain't them non-Holy Spirit mofos. They don't like that shit. They gotta be about them. So y'all better stop that shit. You know what I mean? Salute to my guy, Mr. Palmer. You know what I mean? That's my guy right there. And yo, OKL, man, we taking over. We taking over this YouTube space, man. Good bread gang. You know what I mean? We taking over, yo.
Motherfucking fact.
All right, so without any further ado, let's break down this first. Let's break down what the words say on this teen pregnancy shit right here. You know what I mean?
Cool. You got a verse you gonna put up? All right, let's get it in. First Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 3 through 5. For this is the will of God, your sanctification, that you abstain from sexual immorality, that each one of you know how to control high.
Right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. People, this is what I'm saying. You see, I don't cherry pick from this book here. So same way we could slaughter these modern women, you know what I mean? We can even get at the traditional women, you know what I mean? We can get at the simps. We can't cherry pick through this thing. This thing is clear right here, and it tells us that sexual immorality is what niggas is fucking us up, guys. And I tell you all the time, know why you smashing. Know why you smashing. That's all that mean, bro. Niggas is going in the game blindfolded. Just
you gotta lead with purpose.
Just fucking just the fuck.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Okay?
It's damn true.
Yeah, I had one of my boys. He was stressing out because he had a baby with he got a girl pregnant, and I guess he was trying to like put the weight on her. But the thing is this: you got to lead with purpose. You hit a raw, you nutted in the girl, and that's part of that sexual immorality. We're more immoral with sex today than we are in any day. Some people are getting strippers pregnant. People are having sex with, back page females and getting them pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And getting mad that they get them pregnant.
Like damn, like how stupid is they? God ain't say you can't smash and release and be a man, but when the act of you being frivolous and negligent with your seed is your source. That's your power. Niggas just out here shooting the club up, giving the bitches all their power. And when you shoot the club up in a female, her head goes to the moon, zoom to the moon. You know what I mean? Like, at least when you have the condom on, they stay at bay. At least you give them something to think about. Like, well, I'm gonna try to at least get them to try to fuck me without the condom on. Y'all niggas go straight into taking the condom off, and you don't have a reason to be smashing. So that's a recipe for disaster. You know what I mean? We gonna keep it real tonight. We gonna keep it real tonight. We don't play the games. Like, we don't play no games. But that was one. Yeah, let's go to 2.
Okay. We got Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled, for God will judge the sexually immoral and adulterous.
And that's clear. I just said that. It's not like the man ain't know what we was going to do. The man know we was going to be down here humping like rabbits. The man knew that. it's the concept, and it's your train of thought, it's your train of mind, guys. It's your train of mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? To me, marriage means to merge. So when you merge with a female, you guys are marrying each other under the eyes of God. Now, you remember I said you have a reason to be smashing. If you merging with this woman just for fun, just for, you know what I mean, casual sex, then just strap up, because now you protect your source. You know what I mean? You're protecting your source. You're protecting your power. You know what I mean? Again, you're not gassing her head up. You know what I mean? Which is immoral. That's immoral right there, because you're being deceitful, bro. You're being deceitful. And, and this is what that's breaking down.
And men, you got a duty as well, man. What it say right there? And let the marriage bed be undefiled. So like that's a subliminal of what Mr. Goodbread just said and what I just said. You get mad because you got a woman pregnant from the club or some shit like that, and now you're forced to deal with her. Well, you just defiled that, the bed of marriage. When you're not leading with your purpose, which is what I mean by that is to say when you're having sex with a woman, like a dog, and not being responsible, aka hence not leading with purpose. When you do that, then you're defiling the bed of marriage. When you're not on your purpose, then you can't complain about having to deal with the type of women that you surround yourself with.
Right. It show God you respect yourself, bro. You know what I mean? When you just go shooting every bitch club up and you go smashing without a plan, you just a wanderer. You give off Cain vibes, bro. You know, Cain is the wanderer, the nigga that ain't want to sacrifice, the nigga that ain't want to, the hell of a son that ain't want to sacrifice nothing. You know what I mean? Y'all remember that nigga? That's the nigga. That's how a lot of niggas be walking around, roaming around out here with that type of energy, the jealous energy right there.
Yeah, the envy energy.
Right. Mad at the nigga that did sacrifice. Mad at the nigga that's not out here acting. Mad at the nigga that's walking in his truth, living in his truth, and not being delusional. You know what I mean? That's how a lot of niggas move around out here, like Cain, wanderers. All right, what's next? What we got? I know I got two more, because this is a good one. Like I said, yo, I give you my word. I give you what the streets are saying, and then we're going to go to what the fucking answer is. Ain't no need to debate. We ain't fitting a debate with nobody, you know what I mean, over here. We fitting to get educated, because all the debate is a distraction. And that time that's wasted in debating, we could have took that time and together getting to the motherfucking answer. Because ain't no one person smarter than the other, you feel me? If you smart as you say you is, and I'm as smart as I know I am, then we should be able to get this shit. And that's why I fucking love you, my nigga. Okay, let's get it, man.
Already,
I'm nice. I'm feeling nice tonight, man.
We gonna get it in. So 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 18. Flee from sexual immorality. Every other sin is a person. Let me read that again. Flee from sexual immorality. Every other sin a person commits is outside the body, but the sexual immorality or the sexually immoral person sins against his own body. I believe you meant to say that.
Yep, that's what he was going to say. And that's clear. All he's doing is confirming what we telling you, bro. This is red pill teaching right here, guys. This is what your father should have told you, bro. You know what I mean? That's all he's saying. That this is his main thing. This is his shit, right? He don't like that. He don't like when we give in to the flesh. You know what I mean? He wants us to always be operating in our Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? When we start feeding our flesh, you see these fat bitches running around here, they feeding their flesh, they feeding their desire, they succumbing to temptation. Same thing with the dudes. You throw a fat bunkie in front of him and he gonna feed his flesh. And God gonna kick him all the way in his ass. And he gonna be living life up and down roller coaster, wondering what the fuck happened. Jealous at the niggas that's living they truth. You know what I mean? That's how that
got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. put there by God. That's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Shit work, guys. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It worked like that. You gotta look at sin as like a jar of marbles, yo. You know what I mean?
Bone point.
You know what I mean? How much of them? How many risks are you willing to take before your marble jar go empty? You know what I mean? You can get some refills by doing good, but don't be the nigga that do good and then, cause you know what I mean. Nobody knows how the playing field levels out. Nobody know how many points you get for doing something good. Nobody knows how many points you lose from. You know what I mean? But you do know that whatever you do, there's an equal and exact reaction to it, and it's a consequence to it, guys. That's what that is. Want to get to the next one? Let's get it, y'all. Class, how y'all feeling, man? Is y'all okay? Y'all right? Y'all rocking? Because you know these little goofy niggas, they don't like when you get deep like this. They don't like when you get deep. Oh, it's some God, because the Bible fake. I ain't even argue with the bitch. I told her go. I told her the Bible fake. The Bible
Get
fake.
thee behind me, Satan.
She called me a race traitor, bro. She called me a race traitor because I rock with Candace Owens, bro. She tried to tell me something crazy about Candace.
I was called a... Yo, that's crazy. I was called a racist too. How the hell I'm racist? I don't get it.
And it's funny. And it's a lot of men on that goofy shit too. It's a lot of men that sit there and call another black man a coon or a race traitor, right? But if we were standing in the same elevator, none of them niggas would say that. If we were standing in an elevator full of black people, I bet you they would never call me a race traitor or a coon.
Right.
I guarantee you that, OKL.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I told them yesterday that like my jokes might be corny for those but that's because I'm a physical challenge dude. You remember that show Double Dare? Double Dare.
Yup. I remember that one.
I'm a physical challenge type dude. I like to get hands on. So I know none of them will ever say no stupid shit like that if we was live and direct in the elevator. You know what I mean?
Right. I see the chat talking. I like that.
You know what I mean? And that was a good segue because that segued me right into our next segment of the show, my guy.
Right.
The next segue of the show. Let's introduce. Hopefully, if I don't want no woman president. Let's get this straight. I don't want a woman president. You know what I mean? But if we had to have a woman president, I would love for it to be my girl Candace Owens. You know what I mean? Love for it to be my girl Candace. So let's have her segue right on into our next segment.
Okay, wait. What? Am I reading Exodus right now, or are we going into the video?
Oh, we didn't read the Exodus. We
didn't get to Exodus yet.
All right, hold on. See, I'm swagging and I'm swagging and shit. Okay, good call. Go
ahead, get that video ready. I'm finna read Exodus. So
it's ready.
We got.
I got it. Get it.
All right, cool. So Exodus 22, verses 16 through 17. I mean, this might answer one of you guys' questions. If a man seduces a virgin who was not betrothed, and lies with her, he shall give the bride price for her and make her his wife. If her father, I guess it was going to say something else, but you put it.
Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad. I'm not even.
No, it was supposed to. It was supposed to say. It was supposed to continue.
Like I got some crazy Pro Tools or some shit. There we go.
Okay. No, so yeah, I'm gonna read that again. It says, if a man seduces a virgin who is not betrothed and lies with her, he shall give the bride, he shall give the bride price for her and make her his wife. So what I take from that, Mr. Goodbread, is don't be a whore maker.
Right.
Don't be a whore maker. You understand what I'm saying? If a woman is wife material, and if she's a virgin, if you will, then that's someone you can give that bride price. If like Christ said, or like God said, basically you got to treat that woman like you're vetting her for marriage. All right. That's what I got out of that.
That's a
You there,
fact.
Mr. Goodbread?
I'm right here. I'm right here with you, bro. I'm right here with you. And I got that same thing. You don't want to be a whore. You want to be a whore maker, but you also see another key line in that is, and the father, if her father, see, it cut.
I'm gonna look
the
it
rest
up.
of the
I'm
verse.
gonna look it up. That's
Yeah, it cut the
important.
rest
So
of the
I'm
verse
gonna.
off. Hold on, I got it right here. And if her father utterly refuses to give her to him, he shall pay money equal to the bride price for virgins. So that was the key line right there, guys. You know what I mean? You want to deal with women that have fathers. You know what I mean? You want to deal with women that have father figures, and then you won't have to worry about the question that he was just about to answer for y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then if dealing with a woman I love that you brought that one, because it's a challenge for some of these dudes when they got the woman that got that training. A lot of these dudes out here, they like the dummies that don't have fathers in their life, that's running around here doing their stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, this the verse right here, because that's why the God say that they gotta fall back and get their weight up, so that they can pay equal that he shall pay money equal to the bride price for virgins. You know what I mean?
Now let's uncomplicate the common sense for them, Mr. Goodbread. Mr. Goodbread always tells y'all that the basic instructions is basically a red pill book. So what you have to do is you just have to rise to your purpose, remain on your purpose, and get on that level where that father finds you worthy to have his daughter. You understand what I'm saying?
It's in your teachings. Like, listen, the only way a father will reject you is because you didn't have teachings from your father, and you still running around here mini version of your mother. You see the way the Bible is written and the way he wanted it structured. It's all about the mother giving the birth, the father teaching them up, handing them off, and then the cycle repeats. That is the traditional nature. Now the way it's going now, that's some made up shit. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's some creative shit. God ain't create that bullshit. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Your creator ain't create that bullshit. Trust that. You know what I mean? Word. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Let's get right into it. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all hit that like button.
Definitely hit that like.
Number one is father absence. Yes. Everything that happens is secondary to that. Like, it all falls apart once you remove fathers from the home. And I talk about that often, and actually Barack Obama spoke about this. He gave a Father's Day speech, and he started talking about all the statistics of what happens when you remove a father from the home.
She a little cutie too.
Remove a father from the home, and a child is 9 times more likely to end up in prison, 6 times more likely to drop out of school. 12 times more likely to end up in prison, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, 6 times more likely to lead a life of poverty, right? One single element. And there are actually policies that since the 1960s have incentivized that for Black America. That's when everything fell apart for Black Americans. Our families were together, kids were performing better. I mean, literally in every statistic, Black Americans were doing better. Think about this, under Jim Crow laws, right, than they are doing today. Now, nobody would say America has become a more racist society since Jim Crow laws. If they did, they'd be disingenuous and they'd be lying to you, right? So what happened? Well, you tore apart our families, and you turned us into a culture of baby mamas, which is now reflected in our music. So when I talk about Black culture and I say things that need to be changed, our music has taken a hit.
So I personally believe that the 60s, did you watch the show Madman?
I didn't watch it, but I know what it's about.
Okay, so Madman, I love this show because it's
Terry, what did she lie about?
I was just about to. No, what he said was this.
Back, Terry.
No. Put that back up, Mr. Goodbread. He says that B word, or that bitch lying with Esau, abomination. So basically, he's saying that she's having sex with who the Bible calls Esau.
Yeah, he's stuck on this hell of a mother, this hell of a son energy shit, and
he's basically trying to say that, she's having sex with, I guess, the white boy or some shit like that. But that don't change the message, man.
What do that have to do with her message? What do that have to do with her keeping you from being in the kitchen with a nightgown on, sir. You know what I mean? We gotta, as a man, Terry Johnson. I think you're a man, right? As a man, I'm only assuming that you're a man. As a man, you're a leader. So a leader has to evolve, right? So that means you have to take in new information. You have to be able to take in new information. You see, they got this saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And that same old dog get took to the back shed. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to be able to they get a word.
you know, no, you're right. You basically
a word.
Man, basically, it's basically like I want to give you an example, man. Back in ancient Kemet, when the Christians came and took over, how did they do it? They sat at the king's and the queen's feet. They sat at the priest's feet and they worshiped and listened to their knowledge. Yeah, they came there as enemies, but they were wise enough to know that a conducive message, no matter where it comes from, is valuable. So they sat there, sat at their feet, listened to it, converted to their religion, and then took over. So it's not about who the message is coming from. It's about how conducive is that message.
Right, Terry Johnson. I could tell you're new over here, and what my guy Steve Teague said is the truth, man. So if you got,
because we getting sidetracked.
If you get a white woman. If we go bag a white woman or bag any other race of woman, so then we're a man trade, we're a man trader or an abomination to black people. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. You have to make it make sense. You have to be emotionally intelligent. That's the problem. That's the second problem with the black community. Other than being financially intelligent, we are emotionally unintelligent. And I could tell, look how he just threw, Candace Owens just threw Terry Johnson to the shits right there, all off. He's all off. He missing the message. But let's get back to the video, bro. We got a class to attend, bro.
But before you go,
we're going to sit him over here. Bring Terry Johnson on over here. We're going to sit him right here by me for the rest of the class.
Put him in the front seat. Hey. And before we start the video, Terry Johnson, the question is, was she correct or was she incorrect? I just want you to answer that.
That's all. And Terry Johnson, you sitting next to me now. So remember, I just told you I'm a physical challenge type of person, bro. You know what I mean? A physical challenge type person.
Basically a story of an ad company from the 50s and 60s. And I love this show because it shows a cultural revolution that happened in America in the 60s. And you really walk through and see how the world changed in the 60s. I would love to have a show like that for Black America to show people really what went on in the 60s. Because like you said, I think most people go to the 60s, right, as this era where Black progress was going on its upward. And then all of a sudden, 70s, 80s, we see a downward spiral in a lot of different areas. While welfare is a variable, I believe it's a multi-variable equation which caused these issues. While welfare is a variable, I think there's other variables that we're not talking about as well that contributed to the breakdown of the Black families.
Fear.
And so one of the things, fear is definitely one. One of the things is, so many people quote the 25% of Black women in 1960s who were single mothers, right? And they said the number went from 23, 25, whatever number you believe, to about 70 to 75 today. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
But most people don't realize that 23, 25% in the 60s was still extremely high.
But they thought they said it was extremely high because at that time, family was valued all across America. Exactly. It was all about the family.
Exactly.
You're talking about Patrick Moynihan's report, and they said we've got a problem here.
Exactly.
It was considered high.
Exactly. So because in the white community, the rate was 3%, right? So what's interesting is in the Black community, the rate went from 25% to 75%, 300% increase. And in the white community went from 3% to...
Yo, sorry, class. Last time I'm going to stop the show. Terry Johnson, we going to do a show, Terry Johnson. I'll invite Steve Teague. Put my email in the link, please, so that Terry Johnson, reach out to me. so we can have a respectful debate. You know what I mean? You bring your scriptures, and I bring my life and knowledge and scriptures, and you know what I mean? We do it like how men do it. We spar with scriptures because I know how you reading that thing. I know how you reading that thing. You reading that thing like how these pastors reading that thing. You reading that thing to make money off that thing, cause you reading that thing the same way these pastors is reading that thing, bro. You looking past the essential beliefs, bro. You turning prophecies into commands and demands and shit. You not reading it right, bro. Who taught you how to read that?
And
Who
good
taught you
bread,
how
good
to read
bread.
that thing?
Hey,
Bro,
good
please
bread.
put my link in there so that we could link up, bro. And we could do the thing. Wait, before you drop your verses, because I know every verse you're gonna use. I know every verse you're gonna use. And our God don't believe in color, bro. It's nothing, it's no verse you could show me. Show me the verse where our God believe in color, bro. You cannot show me no verse that show that my God believe in color, bro.
So that'll be y'all debate. Hopefully he'll accept that. And the thing is this, okay, let's say you're correct. It's an abomination, etc., etc. Let's say
He's
you're
a
correct.
whole fool, bro.
Look, check it
It's
out.
about
Hold
good
on, hold on.
versus evil. It's not about
Hold
black
on.
versus white. He's
But
a
the
fool,
thing is,
bro.
I asked a simple question: was she correct or incorrect? He doesn't want to deal with that. He's trying to deal with proving that he's right about the race mixing or whatever. That's not today's subject. So I'm just saying it's deviating away from the subject
It's hell
because
of a
we're
mother
focused on
energy,
one
bro. It's
problem.
hell of
We
a mother
focused on
energy.
one
It's
little side
disturbed shit.
problem.
It's disruptive. It's hell
Yeah.
of a mother shit. It's
So
many
I'm
verses.
gonna ask again. Let's continue. I'm gonna ask again one more time, Terry. What, whether you said what you said is true or not, is what she's saying a good message or is it a bad one? Answer that question simply, man. Because you're deviating away from the message that we're trying to give out.
Ladies in the chat, these are the dudes you want to stay away from. If Terry is a dude, because it could be a woman, that's why I sense so much hell of a mother energy. But if this is a man, this is the type of brother you want to stay away from, because this the type of brother that'll move the goalposts on you. You'll get submissive. You'll get under submission, right? You'll be a
Oh
whole
my God.
naive Eve for this dummy, right?
Hey,
And
let's
this nigga
continue
will
the video.
fuck the bag up, bro. He will fuck the bag up. Niggas like that fuck bags up, bro. Stay away from them niggas.
Good bread. Let's continue the video. He's about to go into a Bible fight right now.
Yeah, but way less than ours.
Yes. But percentage wise, obviously, when you get to higher tiers, it's difficult to grow faster, right? It's way easier to go from 2% to 4% than from 40% to 80%, right? But at the same time,
we did it.
we still went up.
Yeah.
And so
yeah, I got time today. What's up, class? What up, guys? I'm here. Yeah. I said what I said. You heard what I said. I said Esau is the black man that don't believe in God, right? You know what I mean? That's what I said. So what's up? What's up? You want to hit the link? Third Ave? You want to hit the link? Hold on. Let me drop the link for you, bro. So we could talk about this. So you could prove to me, because I know how you was taught. I know how you was taught. Now, I know how you was taught. You could tell what? You could tell a lot if you hit that link. Go ahead, hit the link. Hit the link, bro. Hit the link, man. We could talk about this like men. Because you a hater and you are enemy. Salute to all my black brothers that be doing it, putting in the work. That's not no victim. This is our enemy right here. And they teach him that the white man is the enemy when it's his mother. His mother is his first oppressor. To address that. And this is how a lot of them raised. This is one of our enemies. This is the same one that steal from our communities, steal from our stores, try to get over, think he gangster, think he slick. Jump on that link. Third Ave smoking. Jump on the link. Because you is Esau. You the definition of Esau. And I could break it down to you with scripture, sir. Because remember, Esau is the dude that is blessed, right? The Bible about black folks. That's what y'all want to say. That's what they taught you. The Bible is for black people, right? So then how is the Bible going to make out Esau to be the white man if the Bible is about black people? When Esau and Jacob are brothers, right? Right? Esau and Jacob are brothers, right? Jacob is the brother that believe in God and he do God's will, right? Esau and Jacob is nothing but a fancier version of the Cain and Abel story, dummy, right? So is Cain, let me guess, Cain is white man too? Cain is the white man too? No. If the book is about black people, bro, then it explains about two types of black men. It explains about the sacrificing black men, and then it explains about the mingy, dumbfounded black men. The black men that want to be a victim. The black men that were raised by their mother and never went to go get the information that they needed to take over the land. No, they stayed with the stupid shit that their mother gave them. How you feel now? How you feel now, sir? You thought you knew everything, right? I know. It's a lot of y'all running around here with the know-it-all helmet on, and you don't know nothing. You thought you knew everything, sir. Get out of here, boy.
And it should have been me.
You know what I mean? It should have been you, right? You think because you know all that foolishness that it should have been you. You don't know nothing. And then I bet you this man ain't got no results in life. What results do you yield in life for knowing what you know, sir? Hit the link, sir. Hit the link. You so powerful and you the chosen one. You the chosen one himself. Hit the link and explain yourself. Because you can't type as well as you can explain. Explain yourself. So if you know the scripture, how is your results? What results have you gotten for knowing the scripture? Because it don't make sense to know something and not use it and yield results and get fruits, right? What sense does it make to know how to grow a tree, an apple tree? You like apples, right? What sense does it make to know how to grow an apple tree and you sit there and be like, I know how to grow an apple tree, but you like apples and ain't no apple trees being grown. You's a dummy, bro. Go sit down, bro. Sit down. Go sit down. All the way down. And it's a lot of y'all out there. Stay away from them dudes. And like I said, women, my sisters with sense, these are the dudes you want to stay away from. These are the dudes that don't read husband. They don't read baby father. They don't read father. They read clown. They read mini version of they hell of a mother. That's what they read. These are the ones you stay away from. Yeah. I know. I sound like a black woman. I know that these are the same tests. This is what your mama taught you, right? Your mama taught you how to balk at the truth and start slinging insults because you wrong. Because you wrong. Early in the morning, wrong. You woke up stupid, yo. You can't make this stuff up, yo.
So one of the things that's really fascinating is that the single motherhood rate was high in the Black community in the 60s. So sometimes I feel as though we're painting, just my personal opinion, a disingenuous image of the 1960s as this utopian ideal time in Black America when there was a bunch of issues still going on.
Yeah, but 23% versus 77%.
No,
it's like, yeah, I mean,
it's gotten worse. I think it's fair to say it's gotten worse, but like I was saying,
way worse. I mean, we're talking about it's increased threefold,
of course.
Right? I mean, that's not like it just got a little bit worse. This is like this went from like an issue that needed to be addressed at 23%, which I do still believe is high, right? Mm-hmm. But 23% and 77%. You can't even talk about these two things the same, right? Now, because now you're talking about it was a minority and now it's a majority, an 100%. Overwhelming majority, right? So it was a small minority and now it's an overwhelming majority of Black people that are growing up without a father in the home. Yes. So that completely rewrites culture.
No, I agree with you. And like I said, I'm all in favor of the single motherhood rate being an issue. What I'm saying is that sometimes I feel as though when people are making just the welfare argument that this is the only variable that contributed to the rise in single motherhood, we're having a very myopic perspective of what's going on because it's a myriad of factors. Because what's interesting that you make reference to is that, you love Thomas Sowell, you like one of the guys that you mentioned a lot, and I really respect some of his writings. And Thomas Sowell has argued that in the 1980s, under the Reagan administration, it's fair to say that welfare got cut, right? It's fair to say that he was one of the presidents who actually made government smaller. But what you see as welfare decreased in the 80s, you also saw an increase in single motherhood, and also family structures were still corroding. So if the correlation is simply as welfare increases, single motherhood increases, then the inverse should be true as well. As welfare decreases, then single motherhood decreases.
Yeah, well, him rolling back welfare benefits, he didn't take welfare away from the people that had it. You get what I'm saying? So that's not going to, I don't think that would change, especially in a short span of years. Like, for a president can only be president for 8 years, right? Welfare policies that were started in the 60s still exist today, right? So you can have one president that proliferates it, and you can have one president that wants to dial back on it, but they're not going into homes and saying, now you're not getting food stamps.
I agree with you, but I guess what I'm saying is, and you said 60.
They didn't stop the incentivization of no fathers in home during that time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So there was still an incentive to be a single mother. There was still an incentive. And when you're talking about that, you're talking about the diminishing, like they diminished the role of Black men. I mean, I genuinely believe what we're going through in terms of just the role of Black men is an epidemic.
Of course. And so I agree with you 110%. But what I was saying, like, it's a multivariable equation. So one thing that also happened was globalization, right? Second Great Migration occurred in the 1940s, where a lot of these Blacks left the South. They went to where? Los Angeles. They went to Chicago. They went to Pittsburgh. They went to New York. They went to these cities for these different jobs. And a lot of Black men went for service industry jobs. What happened in the late 70s, 80s, and 90s? The world changed, right?
That also happened way before, earlier in the progressive era.
I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm glad you said that.
Put that on the screen. Put that on the screen.
Repent,
I was waiting. Put that on the screen
right now, bro. Look at all this.
Put that on the screen
right now, bro. So what? God not gonna bless her? You see how silly you look? You see how emotional and dumb you sound, bro? Look at the work she doing. You sound like a nigga that don't do no work. You're not putting in work.
Look.
You sound like a spectator, bro. And that's the problem with the Black community. This is a great lesson. This is a great lesson for the guys in the chat, and for my guys that's gonna watch this on the playback. This is an emotional dude who not gonna answer the question though. The question was asked. You see how women do? You ask a woman, you tell a woman something and she'll make it about her. You ask her a question and she'll flip it on you. Same thing like his guy, right?
And that's what I was trying to explain. He said, what he put that comment up real quick? The one he just said, the one let the word of God. She's an abomination. She needs to repent, etc. Well, this is what he said. She's an abomination. She needs to repent. She's married to a heathen until she repent. Get this part. Her message don't mean shit, even though she's saying the same thing that somebody else was. So if a Black woman that's married to a Black man say the exact same thing, her message means shit because she not married to a white man.
Yo,
is that what you saying? See, that's
like a baby.
I'm trying to tell you. You sound emotional, dude. You responding with your emotions,
and the bitch can't even see it. Like, she don't give a fuck because it ain't what she was raised to believe. The dumb shit she was raised to believe. So she can't even understand it.
Look. I can already see what's going on here, Terry. You're responding with your emotions. You're not dealing with logic. Men are supposed to base shit off logic. Right now, you're dealing how a woman would deal. Fuck her message. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. And you're responding like a woman right now, man. Let's get to the message.
And it didn't change when they did that. The migration has happened more than once or twice. It also happened during the progressive era.
The first Great Migration, but the world didn't change though.
But that's my point, because welfare didn't exist. So I actually think, I'm not saying it's the only variable. I'm saying it's the biggest variable.
Okay.
So if you can look back and you say this migration has happened, the Great Migration first happened, during the progressive era, and nothing changed in terms of the family dynamic, that lets you know that the family was still intact.
Well,
right?
Things did change in the 1920s during the Great Depression. Single motherhood went up and broken marriages went up across all communities in America, because what we see is that one of the biggest issues when it comes to marriages, as you and I both know, when you have financial instability in communities, you're going to have higher rates of single motherhood and higher rates of broken marriages. So during that period of time.
But slightly, you get what I'm saying? Slightly. I mean, if you're talking about, of course, if you look at any statistic and you're looking at it over time, you're going to see this. Right? During different times. I mean, case in point, during World War II, men were going overseas, they were being killed. There are all these different things that go like this. When you see this sharp increase, something's happened that started this. And this is what's happened after the 1960s, right?
Of course.
So yes, there are tons of other small variables that can impact those things. And I agree with you that we could talk about any one of those elements and say this could have contributed, right? But when we're talking about, we're staying from, 11% to 18%, right? And then we're going from 23% to 77%. What was the big variable? And the big variable is welfare.
Welfare is one of the
marrying women to government.
But here's another interesting factor. So also you have to take into consideration shotgun marriages, right? So that's something also that happened as well. So basically what happened was a very interesting study. So in the year 1964, when they analyzed the black family, like you're saying, blacks were married at higher rates than whites. But still at the same time, blacks had realized was that for a lot of Black Americans, there was a cultural attitude where if you got a woman pregnant, right, the idea was you would marry them. So I hope you guys are following that. But then all of a sudden, the cultural attitudes changed.
It did.
In the 60s, right? You had second wave feminism. You had a lot of women becoming more into the workplace. You had a lot of different cultural attitudes that also contributed to it. So a lot of these women who were once single mothers, right? Because single motherhood was steadily raising during this period of time. A lot of these women who were single mothers who traditionally felt the obligation to get married, right? A lot of them, like you said, did quote unquote get married to the government, but a lot of them chose not to get married because of the disinvention of shotgun marriages as well as no fault divorce.
Right. I mean, listen, that now we're kind of getting into the space of feminism, and I'm also very opposed to feminism, right? You know what I mean? So like, I mean, you're exactly right that's another corollary, and I agree with you. And in terms of, you hear me speak about this often.
Yeah, if you ask me, okay, I think what he was trying to say is it's not only the welfare, but when you add the social media is what really threw it over. Like that's what he was really trying to say. I think, I would assume.
Right. I think so too. And that's not, we're not looking at that. Social media has been a huge poison for these women.
Right. And for the kids, like you got to remember, social media is the biggest unrestricted dopamine drug hit high on the market. You know what I mean? The biggest unrestricted. It's like a file cabinet, a wide open file liquor cabinet where kids is walking by. They could grab shit off the shelf, drink it, throw it back, and get high. And they are. You ever seen a mom try to take their kid phone from them, bro? That's an all-out fight right there, yo. That's how high. You ever try to take a crack pipe or a crack from a crackhead, bro? Same shit.
You ever tried to take a piece of chicken? You ever seen try to take a piece of chicken from a dog?
Trying to turn feminism, trying to make women aspire, turn women into men, turn men into women, saying if this shouldn't belong to men, women should want this too. I disagree with all of that. I think that resetting that has also contributed to the breakdown of family dynamics. That's also why I'm against the trans movement. So don't think that.
Yo, you hear this girl message, boy? Let me play that.
Oh no, Mr. Goodbread. She got a white husband, so it's not true.
You hear me say this often. Trying to turn feminism, trying to make women aspire, turn women into men, turn men into women, saying if this shouldn't belong to men, women should want this too. I disagree with all of that. I think that resetting that has also contributed to the breakdown of family dynamics. That's also why I'm against the trans movement. So don't think that I am only solely saying welfare. I'm saying it's the biggest contributor to the spike. Yeah. And then there are all these other elements, and you are correct. After the 60s, there was sort of this push, feminism, environmentalism, all of these isms started popping up after the 60s, and you can talk about how any of them have contributed to the breakdown. But the single biggest contributor for the Black community has been welfare, in my opinion. And then there's tons of other things that factor into it, and they're all things that I fight today. So you're not going to find a category.
And I agree with that, because through the welfare system, they directly affect your generational wealth. Because off the welfare system, you get the child support. You know what I mean? You get all of that shit. And remember, off the welfare system, it limits the amount of money that the chick can actually make. You know what I mean? The chick she take they tell her you can't make $500 more. You can't make more than $500 a month. And she like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, she's
you know what I mean?
Comfortable in poverty.
I mean, it's sad. It's sad, man. It's sad. We're gonna move this on along, yo. Salute to my girl Candace Owens. Her message is definitely clear. Her message is definitely felt. And I love her to death, man.
Right. Very, very true and conducive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She should be the next president, man. If they slip up and they do want to give it to a female, hopefully they give it to her, man, because she gonna know what to do with it. She gonna know what to do with it.
But I'm gonna know that's gonna be the end if that happens, though.
Right. Yeah.
That's
know what I
gonna be
mean?
the end of times if that actually happens.
Right. My man Terry Jackson, he got me. You know me. You know I'm Abraham, so he can't tell me nothing about this joint right here, man. He can't tell me nothing about this joint.
Hopefully
He's
y'all
talking
can get
in
in.
circles. He still ain't answered the question, man. And
he don't want to listen. He don't want to answer that because she got a white boyfriend.
He falling right into the trap, right? We talking scriptures, nigga. Keep the commandments. For one, there's over 600 commandments in that Bible. And I bet you he don't know the most two important, because if he did, he wouldn't be talking how he was talking. Because the most two important is don't bear false witness to your neighbor, and that's what he doing. I mean, he want us to love each other. If it was more love on this earth, we wouldn't even be carrying on the way we carrying on. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. He reading from a hate book, yo. He reading from the Lucifer manual. He reading from Lucifer manual, you know what I mean?
You know.
But let's get on into the main event, yo. Let's go and get into this teenage pregnancy. This is really for my youths, my young guys that's watching. You know what I mean? I really want to capture y'all, and I want y'all to see how it go down. You know what I mean? My guys, my free agents, this is for y'all too. You know what I mean? Rethink about them shooting them clubs up. Don't be no pull-out king. Don't play that pull-out king shit. You know what I mean? Know why you smash it. You know what I mean? If you young, if you're a younger dude, you probably gonna be smashing just for the fun of it. So then wrap up. Do not be negligent with your source. Your life source is your sperm, bro. You know what I mean? Your sperm is more valuable than a regular nigga, bro. Than a regular whole nigga, than a regular 30-year-old nigga, yo. Your sperm is more valuable than that nigga. Remember that, yo. So always know why you fucking and strap up.
Hey, Terry and his feelings, not Terry and his female emotions right now.
It's all right. Terry will be all right, man. I don't even like that name for a guy. To tell you the truth.
Put him. You know what? I know, Mister. I know you put him in front. I know you put him in the Goodbread. I know you put him in the front seat. But I'm the dean, man. You go in the back of the class, man. We're gonna put you in the back, all the way in the back. You sit in the back, man.
That's a whole fact, man. I ain't never been cool with a Terry, man. Knew he was gonna be a problem. I knew he was gonna be a problem.
You literally responding like a damn female.
I was reading the names on the registrations for this who's registering for class tonight. I knew Terry, yo, was gonna be a problem, yo. Facts, I did. I couldn't figure out because it started out the fact that I couldn't figure out if I was giving him a pink seat or a blue seat. So right there had me all fucked up.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's move on to this video, though.
Let's get it.
Hit that like button, guys. Get that like button.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you married.
I was going to do a breakdown on this one, too.
To be married.
Yes, sir.
1. The rest of you who don't plan.
Keep in mind, guys, y'all peep that, yo. My guys, y'all seen how many women really wanted to be married. These women don't want to be married because they don't need to be married to get the bag, bro. The bag comes in your sperm. Remember, once you shoot, once you shoot the club up, they get to kidnap your sperm, bro. And they hide it and they disguise it as custody. But that's kidnap. That's property. That's property rights. You give them property rights, bro.
It's a fact. It's a fact. And keep in mind, all of these are women in poverty. Not no women with wealth structure or parents in the household. These are runaways, single, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. 1. The rest of you who don't plan to get married, why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need it?
You see how they choose single motherism.
God. And then it's so delusional. You're not taking care of the whole family. You're being taken care of by your husband. See, that I'm guaranteeing this is the late 60s, early 70s. Because at that time,
this is the 80s, and these chicks not in the show. These chicks is not in what you said they was in the beginning. They not that. Like, they just random. Some of them is some of them they don't got fathers. None of them got fathers, but they not they not on runaways. Not all of them is runaways in here.
The girl said she don't want to marry him because she's worried about taking care of a family, so she'd rather take care of a family by herself.
It's stupid.
What? That don't even make sense, man. Sound like
crazy. That's delusion. But who taught her how to be stupid, bro? Who taught her how to be her hell of a mother, bro?
I don't want to take care of a family with a husband. I want to do it by myself.
Because she seen her moms hiding that TV, hiding the father in the closet, or didn't have a father. She seen it. You know what I mean?
Help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. My father wasn't in the home, so you know it really male figures are not substantially important in the family.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Now my goodness. That's a
and they've been saying that 60 years ago. That's 60 years ago. Or 40 years ago, 42 years ago. These women have been screaming this for more than 40, 50 years. Yeah, and they sticking to it.
1986, guys. This is when it all, like, that's the first wave of the shit. Those babies was the first wave of the independent junkies from the 70s, bro.
I ain't thinking about holding up for no sex, my man. You know, if a girl, you know, she get having a baby, carrying a baby, hey, that's on her. You know, I'm not gonna stop my pleasures because of another woman.
What about birth control? What about condoms?
Girls don't like them things.
Again, guys, we ain't here to cherry pick, and I ain't here to tickle your chin either, yo. You be a fool, yo. You be a fool to listen, yo. Know why you smashing. Know why you smashing, bro. Have a plan. Have a purpose, bro. Because if not, then you gonna be sounding like this idiot right here. This bozo.
That's Pookie. That's you. The making of Pookie right there.
They don't like them things. They'll tell you to take them things off. They figure that you saying that they filthy or they dirty or something.
It's been a startling change.
And I believe them. That's why all of these dummies running around here tight now. And they trying to sell that story of he ran off, or he was a deadbeat, or he just was that. But if you was not our word, shorty, then you just picked a hell of a son. And you gotta take some accountability in that. You know what I mean? Because like we tell y'all all the time, for y'all to be claiming all of this about that, y'all control the sex. Y'all control the sex. Nigga,
y'all control it.
If you stop a nigga right dead ass right there and be like, put the condom on, a nigga gonna put the condom on, sis. Especially if you fire. If you fire, right. nigga gonna do whatever it takes to continue.
Values. 25 years ago, you would not have heard such things said so freely because they were not embraced so widely. The strong family was still the backbone of Black America, and 3 out of 4 children had both parents at home. That is true no longer. Most Black children are now growing up without their fathers. The result is a world turned upside down as children copy what they see and repeat what they learn.
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
There you
That's
go.
what it is, yo. That's why I tell you guys.
That's exactly what happened.
Programming. Everybody is socially programmed, and you have to be emotionally intelligent. Because if not, then they're gonna use your emotions against you. They're gonna know exactly how to get you to buy into the bullshit. You know what I mean? Now, brother Terry, he probably spent a lot of money. He spent a lot of money hating an imaginary side of folks. You know how much money it costs to hate white folks? it costs more money hating white folks than it do to get out of poverty, yo. I hope he rich. I hope he well off.
LaDawn said she didn't have a father in her home and doesn't think her children need one. She's not unusual. Half the black families today are headed only by a woman. Florinda said she could make it on her own as a single parent. She has never been married and is raising her daughter without a man's help. She's not unusual. Today, nearly 60% of all black children are born out of wedlock. Timothy said his children are not his responsibility. He has left them to be supported by their mothers and welfare. He's not unusual either. For LaDawn and Clorinda and Timothy, and many more like them in cities all over America, the traditional family no longer exists. It has vanished, and something new is taking its place. Single women and the children they're rearing alone are the fastest growing part of the black population. What becomes of the black family in a world where the values are being turned upside down?
If the parent is 17 and 18, uneducated, unmotivated, fooling around, wandering around, what's the child gonna learn? Who's to teach him? When you learn something you was taught.
And that's a fact. You see why it's a bunch of bubbleheads running around here, guys, no cap. And we can't keep lying and eating crab legs about it. This is the problem. Right. You know what I mean? God set the father to be the teacher. In all of those scriptures there, the father is to teach the kid up. You're supposed to raise the kid up so that the kid could go on. How is the meek going to inherit the earth if the meek is nothing, if the meek have no knowledge? Remember, it's all about knowledge, guys. The only thing that make us different is our ideologies and our beliefs. Just like right now, me and Terry, you see, he believes what he believes, I believe what I believe. But what make us even is the truth. You know what I mean? We can get to the truth. And the truth is in knowledge. You know what I mean? The red pill biblical truth is in that Bible. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that brings us together. That's when we all are all equal. You know what I mean? When we are all on one ideology, and that's the Holy Spirit. As long as he know that there is a God, and I know that there is a God, and I do what I gotta do for my God, he don't gotta do. Brother Terry don't gotta do what my God asks him to do, because my God ain't really fitting to talk to him. no cap. You know what I mean? But no, really, being serious. So this is why, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we all have our own battles, though. We all have our own battles. We all have our own tools, our own special powers, our own finishers. You know what I mean? But what he wants us to do is work together, because no one man was given all of anything. He stopped making those men after he made Lucifer. I tell you that all the time. So we have to link up. You know what I mean? Brother OKL, he got my other part that makes me complete. You know what I mean?
Type shit.
XL Pro got another part that make us complete. You know what I mean? Supreme 10 got a part. Zilla got a part. You know what I mean? Terry
that's
got
part
a
of the
part.
trick. I mean, that's nature.
Till Terry come whole, he might want to be stingy with his part. You know what I mean? So he gonna have to chill over there for a minute. But word, yeah, it's about building. It's about bonding and building with each other, with your brother. And all separation and hate do is keep us separated. You see how that work against what God wants? So you can't tell me nothing about God, Terry. Don't tell me nothing about your God, bro, because God wants us to build together. See, social media was created to separate us. Social media got everybody moving on this selfish, entitled, I can do everything by myself. I don't need nobody. You see how that works? And you catering right into that with the hate, promoting and pushing the hate.
Right. If I don't like him, I don't want to hear the message type shit.
Right. That's so girly, bro.
by your parents. It was reinforced by school and your neighbors, but it was taught by your parents. Well, if the parents don't know anything, how are they going to teach the children? So it's not racism that I'm fighting right now. It's the lack of motivation. It's the
Yep.
See, I'm not even talking about racism. Maybe later on we'll get back to that. But I think we are destroying ourselves.
Yeah, that was key right there, guys, too. You see how she said we destroying ourselves? And we are destroying ourselves. And she called it right there, too. It ain't even about white supremacy and all that racism shit right now. We gotta come a whole with ourselves. You see how Terry jumped out there and tried to kill the black woman who's defending him?
Yep.
We gotta get over shit like that in the Black America. That little shit right there. That's why you can't bust me in the head with Black Lives Matter, because shit like that should not happen if Black Lives Matter. It's a black woman fighting for you. She's not fighting for a white man. Y'all worried about her fucking a white man. She's not fighting for white men.
And you got to understand war, man. War, militant mind stated people. It doesn't always have to be with guns. Strategy is what people use. So she can be an ally to our cause. I don't care that she's having sex with a white man. Maybe she might have kids that are mixed or whatever. I don't care. None of that is my business. What I do know is on the battlefield, she's an ally shooting that way at the enemy. That's what we need.
Right. Terry wanna fuck. He mad. He wanna.
He like, she a little cutie. Why she gotta go deal with the white boy?
He want us mad.
This portion of CBS Reports is sponsored by Sun Company. At Sun, we believe putting our energy back into the community is just as important as getting it out. Clorinda was only 15 when she got pregnant with her daughter, Shaquana. She is not unusual. Half of all black teenagers become pregnant. Clorinda has never been married. She's still living with her mother at home, where she's raising her baby daughter. Clorinda goes to a special school for dropouts after she takes her daughter to a daycare center. She has 5th grade math skills and reads at a 6th grade level.
When I got pregnant, I said, well, I'm going to have this baby, and she's not going to stand in the way of my education. I'm not going to let no one stand.
Now, why would you have the baby, yo?
Why?
Who told her to have the baby? Like, where was her parenting, teaching? Who told her to have the baby, yo? Where was
she got a 5th grade level, so she really, you could tell she's not intelligent enough to even make the right decisions.
She don't have her own crib. So who's her parent that thought it would be a great decision to have her keep this baby?
The hell of them all.
What are they going to benefit? Because it's not probably, they're going to get to benefit. The household benefits from her having this baby. Remember, guys, I tell you, they have the baby as an end all means right there, because that shit gives them property rights. And when you're a property right owner in this gynocracy, all you got to do is say, I'm a mother. And then people got to respect you by default. Then you get to do little funny shit and dumb shit.
And
called it out perfectly.
Education. I ain't gonna be like these other girls, just drop out, can't get no job, no money, have to be on welfare.
Ready. On the vocabulary. Bingo.
Miranda learned about birth control and sex education courses, but she still became pregnant. You think it was a mistake?
Well, I'll say no, because I wasn't on any, birth control methods.
Wow.
Neither was he. And, we were sexually active. And
again, that goes for you too, females. Know why you having sex. If you're not having sex to have a family, then strap it up. Use birth control.
Right.
Get rid of the baby.
And the burden be on them more. So that's why they gotta be very, very picky about letting somebody inside their world. Just like the Bible said, you can't be sexually immoral.
Right. Right. Because this is punishment. Everybody's suffering right now because everybody busted open and came and was thirsty. You know what I mean? Everybody was thirsty. They busted open, busted and shot the club up. They built something without reading the instructions first. You see why it's important to fuck with your Bible, guys? That's the basic instructions before leaving Earth. Okay, myself included. I built something before reading that, and the shit burnt me. The shit backfired on me. Not again. You know what I mean? Fool me once, joke's on me. Fool me twice, nope, joke's on your ass this time, motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's how that works. You know what I mean? So that's how that works, guys. Get to the Bible now. Get to your instructions now. It'll tell you everything you need to know. It'll slow you the fuck down. You know what I mean? It's stop being thirsty, guys. You know what I mean? It's sad that the greatest abundant resource in America is thirsty niggas. We gotta change that as niggas, bro. That's a shame, bro. We have to change that as niggas, bro. Coochie is not powerful unless we give it the power, bro. Unless we give it Con Edison, bro.
Well said, my guy. Well said.
And when it happened, it just happened.
Look at the goofy little look on her face. And it just happened. It just happened. Guys, yo, we responsible for that. Like, God, that's equivalent to us being in the garden and just letting her do whatever. Letting her just be the leader. Letting her lead us. You just shoot the club up. You ain't taking lead. Like, nah, I'm putting a condom on. Yo, swallow this birth control pill. Like, yo, what? You know what I mean? It's the same thing. And you see, we paid for it. We paid for it. We're still paying for that.
Right. And guys, vet the girl you having sex with raw for real, man. Like, make sure her mind state is your future. You understand what I'm saying? Because things like this happen.
If you having raw sex, then that means you're prepared to have a family. You're prepared to pay child support. So that if you go in knowing that you're prepared to pay child support and you're prepared to have a family, you're ready to have a family, then definitely vet the girl right. You A-OK on that.
Okay then.
When you think back to that day when you learned you were pregnant, what went through your mind?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna tell my mother. And I'm gonna tell my mother she gonna make me get an abortion. I was really scared.
She should make you get an abortion. Fuck is you talking about?
Why didn't you want to get an abortion?
Because I wanted his baby.
What did you like about it?
You see, guys, she didn't say nothing about wanting a family. She didn't say nothing about wanting you. She said she wanted the baby, guys. That's all she could care about in this state, in that sentence right there. The baby.
And that's in their innate nature. A woman is a natural nurturer, so that's why she did it in her delusion. That nature kicked in. I want to keep that baby. I want the baby. It's in a woman's nature, but when you delusional, when you got a 5th grade level, of course you're gonna do what she's doing right now.
And when you in the situation, when you in that poverty, when you governed by poverty, you just want the dopamine for you want something to cling to. You want something that's your very own. You want something to feel loved. You want something to love you. You want to love on something. So that's why they keep these kids, y'all. They keep these kids because they're not getting loved right. They have the unbalance.
It's a crutch.
The mother don't know what she doing.
Women don't know how to be alone, man.
Guys, and what make this shit sick is this is 1986, right? So the hell of a mother's in 1986. It was no social media. So it just tell you how bad it got now, how worse it is nowadays. Back in the days, it's not like the parents had anything to distract them from really raising their kids unless they were smoking crack. You know what I mean? But nowadays that we got so many distractions, everybody's hooked on social media, everybody's hooked on alcohol, everybody's hooked on stupidity. It's like, damn.
Like dopamine.
Right.
His legs.
His legs.
I got a thing for bow-legged boys.
Bow-legged boys.
I love them.
So she had a baby with you because you have bow legs, bro. She had a baby with you because you have blue eyes. She had a baby with you because you got Puerto Rican hair. She had a baby with you because you got nice eyelashes. You see the dumb shit that they... And this is the shit that women... Now, you ask her today. You ask this girl at 40-something years old today, right? She gonna lie and eat crab legs and forget that this is how she felt at the moment. This is how she felt at the moment. So she kept a baby and ended up having a burden. Because if you're thinking like this right now, and you're not thinking of family, then there's no way you're gonna tell me you look at your kid and don't see a burden when you look at your kid, bro. You see all of a burden. Because when you're this young, you shouldn't be thinking about no baby. You 16, 15, 17, you should be stacking your knowledge. You should be gaining knowledge, as much knowledge as you need to get a head start on your way out in life.
And good point. Shouldn't be thinking about a baby. You should be thinking about a man that can take care of your future, because you know your baby's going to be taken care of. And this is why...
Fuck all that man shit. You know, you fuck all that man shit. At 16, 17, you supposed to be thinking about your future, sis. You supposed to be thinking about how are you gonna maintain your beauty? How you gonna, because beauty costs. It costs to be the boss.
Yeah. See, and that goes to the point that women, they usually think emotional. She liked the bow legs, so she got emotional and kept the baby instead of thinking logical.
And think about it. Even if she was thinking logical, the logical thing for her would be to keep the baby, because then she'd get more. We gotta remember, victims get rewarded. Sad to say, but victims are getting rewarded.
Huh.
You know what I mean? She gets nothing for having an abortion. She go back to being the sleeping on mama couch. Keep the baby. She get the government. Now she becomes a property owner. So how can another property owner tell you anything? You got property, you got rights to property. So now the government pushes you right on into the system, and you good now. Now you get to be grown, and you got your baby. You know what I mean? And that's the psychology behind that right there.
It's a fact. If you want none of that, well,
They got some gorgeous legs. I just don't know.
Darren Lyle is the father of Clarinda's baby. He is 18 and lives in central Newark. He dropped out of high school when he was 16. He has never held a steady job.
I spend most of my time listening to the radio. When I don't go to school, I don't work, I don't do nothing. Just like this killing time.
Did you want to have a baby?
Not really. It just happened. You know, she just popped up pregnant.
There you go with this. She just popped up pregnant. She just popped up pregnant shit, yo.
Right, like you didn't have sex with her or something.
like you ain't shoot the club up. Like you don't know.
Oh, she just happened,
bro. Like,
and look, he's 16. He shouldn't be. You know, it's sad to say, like, some of these men don't need to be having sex either, man.
Now, he's a little bit older than her. I think he dropped out when he was 16. I think they introduced him at 19 and she's 16. So that shows you how women, they always like the older guys. They seek the masculinity, and that makes sense because she didn't have no father. So she's out there looking for masculinity. And for some weird reason, government Satan Zaddy, he painted hip hop culture as masculinity, when the hip-hop community and the hip-hop culture has the most simpish and hell of a son energy dudes known to man. You know what I mean? That's where you get all your guys that's walking around with their pants. You know what I mean? You get your pookies, you know what I mean? That's where you get the guys that's walking around looking like the guys that's constantly shown on our TVs.
So, and you're right about that. Check it out though, Mr. Goodbread. I gotta go ahead and run. The dean gotta go make a run real quick. I'm gonna definitely be in the chat. So let me go ahead and bounce out. Appreciate the chat. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you for having me, Mr. Goodbread.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right, y'all stay learning.
Yo, good point, social media, man. Probably ain't even his, yo. Who's to say? So now that education and that freedom of just being a young girl and woman is thrown out the window, I blame the government. They destroying our women. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. They tempting them. They giving them false hope. They doing what they did on that slave plantation. You know what I mean? Where they'll let one of us get free, get to the end of the thing, and then shoot us, and then I ask the ladies, "Do y'all want to go?" So of course the ladies is like, "Shit, is you gonna shoot me too? I'd rather stay." It's just like how it was when Moses came to get the people from the Pharaoh. You know what I mean? Some motherfuckers was comfortable chilling with the Pharaoh. Some motherfuckers ain't want to take that journey and be free. It's just like that. That's how the women is moving right now, y'all. 75% of them.
Were your friends impressed?
A lot of, everybody was telling me, that, she looked just like me, and, she is kind of cute, kind of pretty. And I was like, make me feel good.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do many of them have babies?
That seems like that's all they be doing if I ain't making babies and shit, making babies.
Darren told us that in this neighborhood, it's easy to get involved with girls and easy to get into trouble. Darren has been arrested 5 times for stealing, suspicion of homicide, and for possession of a deadly weapon. When you were arrested for carrying a dangerous weapon, what was it?
Big machetes.
Machete?
Knives and big knives.
You mean you just carry?
This is the 80s, B. He said a machete. Like, fuck y'all doing out there. In the 80s was wild, boy. Fuck y'all running around here with machetes.
Carried around with you?
I used to bring it to school with me.
That's hard to conceal that, isn't it?
No, because I had like this blue coat. It was like a blue goose. And I poked a hole in the pocket of it, and I used to put it right in there.
Isn't that dangerous?
That's the way stuff was going, like that's the way the people was acting towards me. So I felt like I needed a weapon. Because, and this thing like, it's like war, really like Vietnam.
Have you asked Darren to help you with the baby?
No, because I see he can't even help himself. He can't. It's pitiful to say that.
Now, how you gonna say that and you just slept with the man? You just busted open. You see what I mean? You see the stupidity in modern women, guys? This is the stupidity. And it started back then, guys. Don't think that, oh, you went to sleep, woke up, and the bitches is stupid. Nah, this shit grew. It grew. It grew. You know what I mean? Like an avalanche going downhill. You know what I mean? It get bigger and bigger as it goes. Some stuff fly off, but for the most part, a lot of stuff attract to it. And before you know it, it's just one big ball called 2022.
But he can't.
He wasn't prepared to be a father?
No. And he still isn't.
Were you ready to be a mother?
Well, no. But now that I am, I just...
But you wasn't ready, he wasn't ready, and you wasn't ready, guys. Again, guys, dude, my good breads, know why you fucking. All right? Keep that in your mind. We gonna hashtag that. Know why you fucking, yo.
Have to take it step by step.
You should not tender-headed.
Florinda relies on welfare to support Shaquana, but it's her mother, Gloria Henderson, who gets the check for the whole family. Gloria
Bingo, my bro. You just caught that, social media, man. You just caught that, right? You must have saw this shit before. You know what I mean? It's a popular video. It's the generational curse, yo. This is what governs poverty. This is what governs poverty right here. The mother had no sense to teach her.
34, has never been married. She was a teenager when Clorinda was born. Just
see, it repeats itself. Like, and people get mad and they say, "Oh, you always bashing, and you don't have nothing nice to say." I'm calling it out. I'm living in my truth. I'm defending my faith. You know what I mean? That's all. I'm calling it out. I could call it out. If you show it, I could call it out. You know what I mean? I'm not going digging for stuff. I'm not digging for material. I'm touching on what is displayed. You feel me? If you put the shit in the window, I'ma look when I walk by. The fuck is the problem?
Just as her own mother, Clorinda's grandmother, had been when Gloria was born.
When you were pregnant, did you assume that you could turn to welfare for help after the baby came?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, you know, why is it always a but? You said the answer right the first time. Yeah, you did. And they all do, guys. They all do, bro.
I didn't have her just to collect welfare. I had her because I felt that it would have been a part of me. I would have had somebody to live for and also somebody to love and love me back.
Is your daughter?
I told you guys, nowhere in that sentence did she say anything about the dad. The dad. You know what I mean? Nowhere in that.
What, the first person you've ever loved?
I really, really love my daughter.
2 months after the birth of their baby.
Another generational curse. They teach these people how to worship their mother. They teach them how to love their mother and worship their mother when they first person they supposed to teach them how to love is God and themselves. You know what I mean? They supposed to teach them self-love. At least the mother could teach is self-love. But she can't teach that because she don't love herself. And the pattern continues. The cycle continues.
Baby, Clorinda was pregnant again by Darren. This time she had an abortion. She didn't think she could handle 2 little children while still a teenager herself.
So you mean to tell me she made a mistake the first time? She just was talking about how the nigga ain't shit. And she still went and busted open? Still went busting it open, right? Not using protection. So you just don't learn and you just don't be accountable. You know why you know why she ain't accountable? You know why the woman ain't accountable? Because like she said, she knew the government was going to hold it down. So we need to stop lying and eating crab legs. All these chicks get down like that, bro. And that's hypergamy. That's female nature, bro. Female nature, you got to understand, females have the babies. So they're going to do whatever it takes to ensure the betterment of that offspring, yo. Whatever it takes. If they got to cut you down, they will. Guys, so y'all got to be alert, be aware. You know what I mean? Know why you fucking.
Your grandmother was a single woman with a child. Your mother, a single woman with a child. Now you, why is that happening?
I really didn't plan on getting pregnant, but if I really had somebody to really sit down and talk to, like really express my feelings to them, I don't think none of this would have happened. And
that's honest. And why you can't do that to your mother? That's where the father role come in at, guys. That's where the dad role come in at. And they know that. Satan know that. Lucifer know that. Government Satan's daddy, he know that. He know that. That's where the destruction come in at, guys. Right there. That statement right there that she made. And you know what's sad, guys? Shh. Let me tell you something. It's a lot of kids that think like that. It's a lot of kids that think like that. And they can't get to their father. because they mother done alienated the father, then told them all types of shit, then had the father might have done tweaked off for now. So now the kid looking at the father in a bad light because the mother then manipulated that situation. Got, you know what I mean? You know how these women act, but in any event, now that the women get the kid to themselves, the story ain't over because the kid feel like this. Let me play that back.
I felt that it would have been a part of me. I would have had somebody to live for and also somebody to love and love me back.
Is your daughter the first person you've ever loved?
I really, really love my daughter.
2 months after the birth of their baby, Florinda was pregnant again by Darren. This time she had an abortion. She didn't think she could handle 2 little children while still a teenager herself. Your grandmother was a single woman with a child. Your mother, a single woman with a child. Now you. Why is that happening?
I really didn't plan on getting pregnant, but if I really had somebody to really sit down and talk to, like really express my feelings to them, I don't think none of this would have happened. And then when it did happen, my grandmother's like, I told you this, I told you this, tell me nothing.
Bingo. They always talk that I told you this, I told you that crap. Nowadays, they on social media capping about how much of a great parent they is and how much they do for their kid. And they don't do nothing, bro. They kid to tell them that, but they can't right now because then they know they live with them. You know what I mean? They live with them. But some kids don't give a fuck. Some kids will tell them, you ain't shit. Because they ain't, yo. And for some weird reason, our society, they put all of the bag, they put the whole bag on this single mother, yo. On this hell of a mother, guys. Again, for those of you that's new over here, yo, this is not just a bash mother channel. All mothers is not bad. We have 29% of mothers that know what the fuck they're doing. We have 29% mothers that'll go to the end of the world for their children. And when I say go to the end of the world for their children, that's knowing they might have to humble themselves and allow an asshole of a man to at least be a father to their kid. Yeah. There's 29%, guys. Don't get it twisted. And for my free agents and my guys looking, you know what I mean? Those women, you got to take away 10% because 10% of them women is already got. They already took. Because a good woman ain't going to stay out there for long. That's why I tell you guys, do the self-improvement. Stop wasting time. Stop sitting over there watching the girls make a fool out of themselves and then go home and learn ways to trick your ass again. You know what I mean? And get up and do the work. Get the fuck off of social media. Unhook from social media. Don't be that. Delete that fucking avatar. You are not that avatar. Take your ass outside. You know what I mean? Mingle. You know what I mean? Don't worry. Even if you're not confident as you want to be, you still can get there. You got to start them. When are you going to play? You know what I mean? Confidence is like a video game. You know, motherfucker, we all start out as small Mario. We all start out as the small version of Mario, bro. And it ain't until we play some that we grow. You got to play some until you grow, bro. You look at the dude that's good with the women, that's good with life, and you forget that the motherfucker started the game though. He just started a little before you. When are you gonna start? You know what I mean, guys? We the prize, bro. We the prize, and we gotta start owning that, bro. You know what I mean? When they tell you to praise God, they really telling you to put that in you. Praise you, bro. That's what that mean, bro. Respect you. Love you, bro. Worship you, bro. And that don't got nothing to do with being a narcissist. Know what I mean? That just put yourself first. Do for self, bro. Know what I mean, guys? That's what that mean. And you know why you fucking, bro. You see this shit right here? like a fucking zombie, yo. Look at her. Like a fucking zombie. She don't know what the fuck to say out of her mouth. She don't even know what the fuck to think. And then 75% of them do not know what to think, don't know what to say. They're all following each other. They're all following the sheep. It's all following the sheep, bro. They done turned themselves into something that's so undesirable. And then they pushing it in front of niggas and getting mad at niggas because niggas is telling them it's undesirable. We don't eat that, bro. We don't know. And then they get mad and they cancel you. So now you can't even say, you can't even say I don't eat that. You can't say I don't fuck with that. I don't want that. It got lettuce on it. It got tomatoes on it. You can't even say that. Know what I mean, guys? Y'all stay 50, bro. Y'all stay on point, bro. No lie, no cap, no flex, guys. Know what I mean? I want to see all of us win. I want to see all of us win, man. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. Again, guys, today we talked about the generational curse that is teenage pregnancy. Know what I mean? I broke it down to the molecule, bro. I told my guys, if you're a guy from 16 to 24, 25, B, you should have mad condoms on you. You should have mad condoms. You should have nothing but condoms, bro. Nothing but condoms, bro, on you. Because you don't know if you fucking for a legacy yet. You don't know if you like the chick. You gotta live a little. You gotta live a little. Females, if you 16 to 20, if you 16 to 24, you should be protecting yourself, shorty. You should be protecting yourself. You should know better. You should know better. If your hell of a mother didn't teach you, if you do happen to come by my channel, I will teach you, shorty. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. You women develop way faster than guys, yo. Y'all hornier than guys. Y'all like sex more than guys. So come on, y'all control the sex. So come on now. Stop busting it open, acting dumb, looking like the girl on the screen with the stupid face, like the deer with the headlights. Y'all control the bus open, yo. If you don't stop a dumb nigga, and look, that's how y'all vet a nigga. A nigga that's sitting there to fit the goat in y'all raw, that don't know y'all from a hole in the wall, just met y'all, that lets you know what type of nigga you dealing with. That lets you know your baby daddy. That lets you know the type of baby daddy you finna have. Fuck is the problem, like? And fellas, that was free game right there, guys. On the reverse end of that. That was free game right there, guys. You know what I mean? That's how you know if she's a dusty, dirty chick too. You know what I mean? Just try to go in there raw. And if she don't say nothing, you be like, oh shit, yo, I almost forgot my condom. It's in the back. And get the fuck out of there, bro. You know what I mean? Dead ass, bro. Dead ass. I mean, we got to start using our brain, bro. We got to start using our brain. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You see what these bitches is doing. These bitches is getting sperm out of the condom. These bitches is holding the sperm in their throat, regurgitating it, putting it in freezers. Like I tell you guys, bro, your sperm is more valuable than the average nigga, bro, than the average man, the average dude running around here, bro. Dead ass. Protect your seed, guys. Protect the seed. Word. Protect your seed.
Nobody told Darren anything either. He too lives at home with his mother. Where's your father?
Locked up.
Locked up where?
Green Street.
What for?
Fighting, violence, stuff like that.
Had anybody ever told you what it is like to be a father?
I like watching other older, had kids.
How did you?
I learned that they take a lot of patience. Take a lot of patience.
You have a lot of patience?
I don't got a lot of patience.
Clorinda doesn't always have a lot of patience either.
You want to fight? Then don't ask me if I want to fight. If you don't want to fight, don't say to me.
See that aggression right there, guys? And no female is supposed to ever talk to you like that. No female supposed to ever talk to you like that. Let's play that back, guys, because she don't respect you now. Now she don't respect you, and part of that is because you when you bust it up, when you nutting the girl, man, you give her your power, man. She just don't respect you because she know an alpha not gonna nut in her. An alpha not gonna put her in that predicament and be thirsty for the cooch. So it's like, I mean, you like women is intuitive, so they know they're designed. Remember how it is in the wild. Women, they mate with the strongest lion, the nigga with the dopest mane. They not sitting there fucking the beta male lions, you know what I mean? They fucking with the alpha lion. And it's the same with same with real life. It's same with us, guys. They want the dude that's dominant, that dominate the environment.
Where? Main Street. What for? Fighting, violence, stuff like that.
Had anybody ever told you what it is like to be a father?
I like watching other older, had kids.
How did you?
I learned that they take a lot of patience. Take a lot of patience.
You have a lot of patience?
I don't got a lot of patience.
Florinda doesn't always have a lot of patience either.
You want to fight? Then don't ask me if I want to fight. If you don't want to fight, don't say to me.
You gotta remember, girls that come up without fathers, they think acting tough is like protecting them. They don't want to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? They don't ever want to come off as vulnerable. They think that European feminine is weak. They think that being feminine is weak. So they think masculinity and acting masculine protects them. And that's because they didn't have that father figure in their life. They didn't have that father, that masculinity that keep their nerves calm. So they always vibrating on, it could go there, it could go there. You know what I mean? Then when they're in the crib with the moms, who's also a property owner. Remember, I got a video coming out tomorrow morning, guys, where to show you, and I'll break down, I'll get into depth with that. You know what I mean? 2 women in the crib, a negative and a negative equal a positive. Remember that.
Of course, then,
Come in now.
Talk to you. You like going out like that.
No, you went out. You shouldn't have said nothing to me. You done already pissed me off.
What I do?
2 months after her abortion, Clorinda and Darren broke off their relationship. They see each other rarely now. Once in a while, Clorinda will take Shaquana to visit.
Remember, guys, it's just your turn. It's just your turn. These girls, they react off of feelings, how they feel in the moment, bro. It's how they feel in the moment. Now he lucked up because she got that second abortion. So that should have let him know. That should have been his red flag. Like, yo, she don't like me. She just using me. You know what I mean? See, niggas, we be in there. Oh, she like my D. She stuck on the D. She stuck on the D. We start to soup ourselves up. We get worse than them bitches. Like, we put ourselves in the delusion sometimes. You know what I mean? We pump ourselves up and we get the Lucifer head. We get the Lucifer big head, the ego shit. Like, oh, she on my D. My D game this serious. Bro, your D game ain't serious, bro. These bitches be using niggas. You just seen how this chick, Envy, the Envy chick just said she was faking it for like 10 years with this nigga right here. Bro, you see how now you out in the cold, like the lucky, he got lucky because she got that abortion. He got lucky with that because he'd have been in the hole for 2 kids. You know what I mean? Clearly she using the nigga. Now she just disrespected it.
Do you ever think about marrying Clorinda? Why not?
I didn't think about that. Nah, that's the last thing on my mind.
You ever feel
that's the last thing on your mind, but you steady humping and dumping without no condom. You see what I mean? This is the stupidity in dudes. But who raised him? Bet you ain't no masculinity raised him. And then he outside with a bunch of other dudes who probably ain't got no masculinity raising them. And it continues. The cycle continues. The cycle continues. Do you get it? Do you see the pattern, guys? It's real simple. It's a real simple and elaborate plan and scheme. And it works on both ends. when you got it pinging off on both ends. You know what I mean? That's why it ain't no pointing fingers. Can't be no pointing fingers in the Black America and the Black American community. Can't be no pointing fingers. You know what I mean?
Press. I don't be like sad. I just be like frustrated. I be like really like frustrated.
What are the odds that your daughter will follow the same route? Because there was your grandmother,
No.
your mother, and you.
No, I see to that.
How?
She going.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and wish no bad on you, but I honestly hope you put your foot down. But at the rate you going, you already starting off on the back of the line, shorty. It might be your seed. It'll take your kid that have to break the generational curse. Because right now you is deep involved in it. You still got to dig your mother out. You're going to end up having to dig your mother out. You know what I mean? And that's how deep it gets. This is why it's no generational wealth in Black America, in our community, guys. Because the young ones, they never get a clean start. They never get a fair start. They never get that start that they need to just go. They got to fucking deal with some shit from their moms past, some shit their moms didn't fix. The generational curse.
I would sit down, I would talk to her about her being a young lady, like Juana. If you go out here, you have sex, be sure you on birth control, or, you know, if you do have sex, make sure whoever you having sex with care about you. Don't just let them let, you know, them get over on you thinking they got a piece of the action. Now they can go tell Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Did your mother tell you those things?
No.
You tell them to yourself?
Damn, those was the sweet old days, too. You see, niggas fucked it up, though, because niggas did start running their mouth and shit. Niggas start telling their mans, blowing bitches up and shit, and then bitches start charging niggas. See what I mean? See how y'all niggas fucked it up? Told niggas fucked it up, man. Niggas start running a big-ass mouth, bro. Running a big-ass mouth. Then she start charging you and shit. She knew you wasn't going to run your mouth when they charge you because you ain't going to go tell your man, yo, I just spent $40. You know what I mean? Damn, man, niggas be big mouth niggas.
I'll talk to myself in the mirror. But
And you say no?
No. And like I said to my daughter, no more.
Now, Selsun Blue, the #1 doctor-recommended dandruff shampoo.
Did you intend to get pregnant?
It wasn't planned. But when I got pregnant, I wanted it. You know, I wanted to be a mother. You know, it was exciting to me. I just thought if I had something of my own, a little child is gonna call me mommy. You know, after you have them, it's hard. You know, you gotta bomb this, bomb that.
Malik is Alice's firstborn. He is now 3 years old. Soon after he was born, Alice, then 20, quit her job to take care of him. 16 months later, her second child, Antoine, was born. When we met, she was 6 months pregnant with her third child.
Ain't no mom.
Timothy McSeed is 26, the father of Alice's 3 children. Though they're not married, they see each other regularly.
When I first met him, I didn't like him. But when he started talking to me, it seemed like he was like a man that wanted to have a home, have children, take care of them.
Did you talk with Timothy about how you were going to support the baby when you were pregnant?
No, that's what we didn't do. No, we didn't even talk.
See what I mean? They never talk. They just bust it right open, guys, and we sit there and accept it because it be easy. Don't front. Should be easy, yo. You know we love the hoes. We got to be careful with the hoes, though, guys. Word, I ain't going to hold y'all. It's getting late. You know what I mean? It's getting late, and I don't want to hold y'all. I know y'all got things to do and shit, and I got some shit to do myself. You know what I mean, guys? Don't forget tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning, got another video dropping. Y'all know what we do. But I felt that this was a very important topic that needed to be touched on because teen pregnancy is what got us here. What I can say though is, babies ain't getting born like that in 2022. You know what I mean? So you guys, y'all getting the message. Either that, or y'all just not getting the money up to afford to do the dumb shit. But in any event, the baby making rate in our community is definitely decreasing. Marriages is dead. Marriages is dead. You know what I mean? But definitely the baby making rate is definitely plummeting. And to be honest with you, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. As long as y'all not killing them babies and y'all just not having them with these crazy ass women, you know what I mean? That's a good thing. That's blessing on blessing. Y'all keep y'all generational wealth in mind, in the forefront of your mind. You know what I mean? Keep that in the forefront of your mind. That's the most important, yo. You know what I mean? It makes no sense in starting a family and then letting the government destroy your generational wealth because you start that family with a stupid idiot of a female who is engulfed with fear. You know what I mean? That's what it is. They use the fear tactic on our females, guys. And ladies, don't let them scare you into spending your money. That's what they do to y'all. That's free game for you ladies. Stay emotionally intelligent, good breads. And until then, I'll fuck with y'all again. I'll fuck with y'all tomorrow. Y'all know how it is, man. Salute to everybody. You know what I mean? I'll call out the super chats, if any. I'll call that out on the next video. Like always, guys. Love y'all, man. I respect y'all, and we taking over. We gonna take over this YouTube shit, man. I see what's missing. The Holy Spirit is definitely missing. Niggas is operating on hate, envy, and jealousy. Yo, bro, when I tell y'all, bro, y'all fucking with a different type of dude, bro. Ain't none of those bones in my body, yo. Ain't none of those bones in my body. Go back and check the videos I done. Always the same nigga, always a real nigga. Straight up solid individual. Know what I mean? Salute to y'all, good breads.
Single mothers oftentimes do everything but fuck their sons. And they have that emotional stability that is built within the home. A single mother is a fuckboy factory. Single women become so emotionally dependent upon their children, specifically their sons, that they will convince themselves that they don't need a man until they encounter the space from being alone to genuinely being lonely. And now we're having to deal with the imbalance that was set in the household because this boy is not your son, he is your man. When you want to cuddle, you go lay down with them. When you want some emotional time, you go watch movies with them. You touch them and you rub them and you massage them. You do these things, everything that you would do to a man to suffice that. A lot of women even dress their sons like the man that broke their heart.
This is tough.
So I think that that's the dichotomy. Like, I'm not saying that your children shouldn't have weight in your relationship, right. But what I am saying that we have to look at it from an integral space. Like, why do they feel this way? Especially if you're dealing with a man-child who is uncomfortable with your new partner, and this man-child is not necessarily a little...
Your boyfriend Tyrone just went to prison for the 10th time. Your link card is late in the mail and your OnlyFans payout isn't due for another week. So you do what any strong, independent woman would do and hop on that dating site your friend told you about and look for a rich simp to hold you down. You immediately grab one of your crotch gremlins off the floor and press them in front of the camera for a photo, captioning it, "My kids come first." Then you write about how independent you are and how you need a man that's at least 6'7", ripped, drives a Hellcat and lives in a mansion big enough for all 6 of your kids. Confident that this should work, you aren't surprised when you get a match. He's shorter in person than you expected. But he says he's an aspiring rapper on SoundCloud and his Mustang is in the shop, so he has potential. So you let him come in the house and you both get high on the air mattress before he cracks you, only to knock you up and never call you back, leaving you wondering how your flawless plan could have failed. Well, you see, single mums fail to realize they hold as much value as a 2008 BMW, carrying nothing but a busted body and a jailbird's unwanted offspring. They become nothing but a fleshlight to even the lowest of vagrants, because wifing a single mum is like paying new car prices for a Dodge Journey with 300,000 miles on it. So next time a single mum tries to use you as a babysitter, swipe left.
I don't think a person that's suffering with mental health or being emotionally abusive and then apologizing the next day is someone that needs to be in a relationship right now. And I know you love that person, and I want to say how much I admire the men, because again, there's so many women with BPD today. It's 3 times higher in women than men. And again, I've seen that so many men are very frustrated with women because a lot of women are all acting the same, right? And they're very emotional, they're undisciplined emotionally, and whenever a man puts his foot down with a woman, she calls him abusive, controlling, and narcissistic. But he's like, bro, I wish you could see yourself. I wish you could look at yourself in the mirror and see how you're acting. Gosh, what do I do? How do I wake you up? And I get it. And I want to say, like, after my healing process, like, I admire the men that do that. I know there's men that aren't good men. I know there's women that aren't good women. I know there's great men, and I know there's great women. I know there's men that are trying so hard right now. That's why so many men are not getting married. They're in relationship and they want the intimacy and love, but they're not getting married because in the long run, they're dealing with so many people, so many women that are having mental health issues. You also deserve peace. You also deserve love. And don't get caught up thinking that this is normal. And that's how life is supposed to look like and be, that you're supposed to take all of that abuse. No.